Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Sports Time New Orleans Sports Podcast, episode 4 for Tuesday, September 29th. We are recording live, so once again, we are going to be going over some news headlines. So once again, let's go ahead and begin. Our news headlines was to begin our score updates. Once again, Yankees on top 3-1. That's in the bottom of the third. 2 outs in the inning. That's going on right now. Let's give you NBA update. Let's see if we got any games going on. The game tomorrow night, Miami Heat will take on the Lakers. That'll be at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, so that'll be on ESPN. Let's give you MLB game recap as well. We'll give you an MLB from games today. Let's give you an update from those games. Okay, once again, it is the Rays on top 3-1. That's in the top of the ninth. Also, other games this afternoon, the Astros win 4-1. They take 1-0 lead in that best of 3 series. That's in game 1. Also, Chicago wins 4-1. Chicago takes a 1-0 lead in that best of 3 series in Major League Baseball. So that's what happened today. Let's see what else we're going to talk about. Okay, let's give you an update on WNBA action. Okay, I'm going to give you an update on that going on while we're recording. Okay, once again, update on games going on. Suns lead 41-33. That's in the second quarter. That's on ESPN. Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals. So that's the semifinals. So let's go ahead and go over some news headlines. I'll give you some soccer recaps as well. Let's give you a soccer update as well. I'll give you some soccer updates as well. I'm going to switch over. Give me 1 second to give you those soccer updates. Okay, soccer updates from today's games. Okay, we'll give you the scores. Okay, soccer, Spanish division. VAL wins 1-0, so they win 1-0. Also, GET wins 3-0 in their game. That's in Spanish. Also in the Euro English Cup, as Chelsea and Tottenham tied up at 1. Other games going on. Mexican League going on tonight. Also in the UEFA Championship qualifying round. Now let's see. KLEV wins 3-0. That's in their game. It was a 5-1. Also, no score in the. This is in the UEFA League. Also in the Italian League, MON wins 3-0 over. Also, in the English. UFL Trophy. This is your scores, so we'll flash the scores on the screen. Also in the Irish League and every other soccer league going on. That's going on around across the country. So once again, this is from ESPN. So I got my screen up. So once again, 46 minutes in. Let's go ahead and give you some news updates. Go ahead and give you news updates right now. Okay, let's go ahead and give you a news update. Okay, NFL, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings closed facilities after Titans players tested positive for coronavirus. So that is just the sign of the times right there when you look at it. To be honest with you, I think it's just, like I said, I hope these 2 teams, be honest with you, could play this week, but it looks like it's highly unlikely. So that's just, once again, that's just the tip of the iceberg of this coronavirus pandemic. So once again, let's play this video. We'll play this video. We'll see if we can get this video in. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's give you some more news. Okay, let's give you okay, more news. Okay, LeBron James circumstances, not opponent, would make championship remarkable. So LeBron James said it doesn't matter what team they play in the NBA Finals. So let's go ahead and hear from him for about a second.
Would it have any extra meaning to you to win a championship against Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, guys that have helped shape you and vice versa in those years together?
Absolutely not. It's no extra meaning to winning a championship, no matter who you play.
No, it's not. Look, LeBron James, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This guy, look, I'm going to tell you, he wants to win. He wants to win in Los Angeles. He did win one when he was with Cleveland. No, Miami. I think he won one with Miami. But the truth of the matter is, look, I think he's going to win one with LA. So that's my opinion. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We'll switch out and see what else we'll talk about in this podcast recording. Also, Detroit Lions likely to roll veteran Adrian Peterson as running back. So I think hopefully they do. Adrian has more snaps, more rushes, and the rest of the Lions. He did have 40 snaps in a game versus Arizona. He also had 22 carries for about 75 yards. So I hope they do. I mean, Adrian Peterson's averaging 4.9 yards for a carry. Also 43 rushing attempts for 209 yards. So Johnson, on the other hand, he has 4.3 carries, also 18 attempts, 62 yards. So I think if you could split the carries between Johnson and Peterson, that would most likely would have a significant impact. So once again, this is from Michael Rothstein. You can reach him at ESPN. It's ESPN.com. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Chris Mark Jabs, John Calipari as Kentucky and Louisville renew their rivalry. So I think that's going to be down the pipeline between Kentucky and Louisville. So these two teams has been absolutely been playing for so long. So they're going to be renewing their rivalry between these two squads right here. Kentucky is 2-0 versus Louisville. So since Mac took over in 2018. So I look at it this way. The Wildcats are 11-2 versus the Cardinals under Calipari. So I think this rivalry is going to be a big deal when once college basketball begins. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So for more information, we'll go to some more news headlines here. Let's see what else we'll talk about. And Messi pushed to leave. Barcelona has club best interests in mind. So once again, Lionel Messi wants to leave. I think it's just imperative that if he does leave, that's just going to leave that team with no star and stuff like that. But they have some stars, so I think they most likely will be okay in those circumstances. But like I said, Lionel Messi should make up his mind if he's going to stay with Barcelona or not. So, because to be honest with you, look, this is getting absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. To tell you the truth, it's just something we have to look at these things every day and kind of wonder why that they do these things. So, once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's let you hear from Lionel Messi. We're going to play this. This is from Luis Suarez. Said he's proud to have left a good impression on Barcelona. Let's play this video.
Vengo a aportar un granito más de lo que es el Atlético, porque es grande, quieras o no, es grande, es un equipo que en las últimas, no en la última liga, ¿no? Pero en las ligas anteriores siempre está peleado hasta lo último ahí con con el Barcelona, con el Real Madrid. Es una demostración más de lo que es las ganas de querer competir, y vengo a intentar a conseguir cosas importantes en un equipo que siempre se está quedando ahí al borde de alguna final, y bueno, intentar ayudar al equipo en lo que pueda, en lo que sea necesario, ¿no? Creo que obviamente viene de una persona.
I'll be honest with you. I think this young man, Luis Suarez, has a big opportunity to be a player with Barcelona. So I just they can forget about Lionel Messi and stuff like that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. See what else we'll discuss here on this podcast recording. Once again, Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes' fiance Brittany Matthews experienced her first child. So once again, congratulations to the couple. So they did announce on the social media that they will have a baby soon. So his wife is pregnant. He's 25 years old. He has the richest contract. So why not? Why not start a family? With Patrick Mahomes, look what he's done in the NFL and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you. I wish him the best of luck. I wish Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes the best of luck in their endeavors with their with their kids and stuff like that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. And also his quarterback rating is 91.8. That was on Monday night. He had an excellent night last night in Monday Night Football. So once again, 3-1 Yankees top of the fourth. So that game's going on right now on ESPN. Let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay, once again, let's see. Pull this up. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is inside the longest, most unprecedented year in history. Stephen A. Smith discusses that. Let's go ahead and play this video from Stephen A. Smith explaining.
LeBron James, in terms of all-around talent, you could make an argument, of course, that he had more talent. He was a better passer than Michael Jordan. He was bigger. He could do some things, obviously, because of his sheer physical prowess. We get all of that. But mental toughness wasn't even in the same league. Wasn't even in the same league, in the same stratosphere, okay? So we got to take those things into consideration. We got to look at it for what it is. We got to look at the fact that Jordan, who did he have to go through? Those bad boy Pistons. And listen, you got guys like Isaiah Thomas committing his blasphemy, going on the airwaves, talking about LeBron in the same way that Kendrick Perkins probably will as well, forgetting what Jordan had to go through. And Isaiah had his success against Jordan, make no mistake about it, but he ultimately got knocked off. And I will leave it at this. We could talk about the 9 NBA Finals, which are now 10 for LeBron James, the 8 consecutive appearances to the NBA Finals. All I'm going to tell you is this. The last 6 years that Michael Jordan played in his prime, a full season, he won the title every year. One year he left for baseball, then he came back for 17 games left, wasn't in shape, lost to Orlando with Shaq and Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott and those boys, and made them pay the price when he came back for a full season, and they won 72 games after they acquired Dennis Rodman. In the end, there is something to be said about those who have paved the way. And Michael Jordan is that dude. He did that for LeBron.
Oh, yes, Michael Jordan did pave the way for LeBron James to win titles. That's just the start of it. So this is once again, that's back in 1998. Look, this is 2020. I think LeBron James will win a title this year. I think he will. I think he will absolutely win a title. I mean, make no mistake about it. Sure, Miami might give him a tough go at it, but the truth of the matter is, I think the Lakers will prevail in the end. I mean, I'm not a Lakers fan. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be getting a lot of Miami Heat fans angry with me and stuff like that, saying I'm being pro LA. But the truth of the matter is, look, LeBron, look, I think he's going to win this title. Plain and simple. I think he's going to give his best. I mean, sure, they had a lot of people on sports talk media and stuff like that criticizing LeBron James for his what he does in his for racial injustice. But the truth of the matter is, look, we all got to understand this. Look, this is the new age of the NBA, not the old age of NBA. So, once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So we'll go over some more news headlines. All right, we're going to go to some more sports headlines. I'm going to switch over to my sports headlines here. Okay, let's put this in. I'll put this in. This is from Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated. Novak. Djokovic gets a first round win. That's in the U.S. in the French Open. So congratulations to him. He did win 6-3, 6-0, 6-3, and 6-2. So once again, he wins his in the French Open today. So once again, this is from SI.com. Go to SI.com. That's SI.com. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and go to another article. Okay, this is from Frank Lapierre. Reflects on Chelsea's penalty shootout to defeat Tottenham Hot Spurs in the Carlo Ballo Cup. That's what they're this is from Matt Debo. You can reach him at SI.com. They talk about this win today. That was in the 90th minute of the of that it's a European Cup or something like that. So I think it was good. So once again, this is from SI.com. Go to SI.com and let's go to the Chicago Tribune. We'll talk about how will the Bears offense. I'm going to go through that. Okay, how will the Bears offense change with Nick Foles at quarterback? The Bear Down podcast unpack the swap. So that's what they're talking about. So this is from once again, this is from Dan Wider and also Brad Biggs. You can reach him at Chicago Times. So I'll be honest with you, that was the weekly podcast. So please subscribe to their podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and also Google Play. They talk about how the Mitchell Trubisky quarterback swap benefited. This is from Dan Wider Dealer. You can reach him at Chicago Times. That's Chicago Times. Look, I think this is going to make a big difference for the Chicago Bears offense because, look, I'm going to tell you, look, Mitchell Trubisky hasn't worked out as the Chicago quarterback. So I look at it this way. I think with Nick Foles signing and stuff like that, I think Mitchell Trubisky days is numbered. Being quarterback with the Chicago Bears. So once again, this is from the Chicago Tribune. Follow them at chicagotribune.com. Pretty good writers. They talk about Chicago area sports. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, ex-Raven Earl Thomas worked out with Texans. Canceled over coronavirus concerns. So that's this is from NBC Sports in Washington. So please give them a follow.
The 49ers are in the midst of their annual.
So let's get this off. Turn this off. So once again, that's what they're talking about. Earl Thomas. He is he was an ex-Raven. Now he's going to the Texans, but it is postponed due to the coronavirus concerns. So once again, This is from NBC Sports in Washington. Go to NBC Sports Washington for more news. Okay, this is from Messin. I'll go ahead and give you this. Okay, Sam Kennedy reveals Red Sox plan for fans at Fenway in September. So that's what they're talking about. The Red Sox don't know the timeline of when fans will be back at Fenway Park. Sam Kennedy said the organization will be ready when they are. So they talked about it via the Zoom meetings, the team presidents. So I think, to be honest with you, I hope they do get their fans back in Fenway Park. I absolutely hope they do get them back because, look, this coronavirus pandemic took a big toll on sports in general. I mean, look, whether it's emotionally, physically, and financially, that's just the keys of it. So, once again, this is from NBC, from Messin. You go to Messin.com. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Okay, we are in. Okay, let's give you this. Let's put this up on the screen. Okay, Fernando Dasso intends to sue the French Open over positive coronavirus tests. Look, you cannot do that. That's unfortunate. Sure, you have to understand. Look, when you have to take those safety precautions, that's it. You have to take those safety precautions. You can't sue the French Open over getting the coronavirus. That's just plain stupid right there. So I don't think he has a case. I'll be honest with you, I really don't. I support this young tennis player, but I don't absolutely agree with this. To be honest with you, he was not allowed to take a second test, so that's what they was talking about in this article. So once again, this is from Bleacher Report. Go to BleacherReport.com. That's BleacherReport.com. Also, let's go to the Chicago Tribune article. Let's see what this is. Okay, Chicago works out in preparation for their NL wild card versus the Marlins. So they are working out. So it looks like pictures of the Cubs. These two teams played back in 2003. They had a lot of controversy in that game back in 2003, way back in 2003. So Miami's in the playoffs since once again 2003. So I look at it this way. I look to see. I think Miami is going to make a deep run in the NL wild card. I think they will. I think they will beat the Cubs. To be honest with you, I think they will beat them soundly, but they might. It might take some games, but I think they will beat them. But the Cubs look like they're primed and ready. We're all looking at them right now. This is what we're showing you. So once again, this is from the Chicago. We're showing this in the recordings. You will see these, and once we upload it, you will see all the video coverage. Once again, this is from the Chicago Tribune. Go to the Chicago Tribune at chicagotribune.com. Also, we just talked about. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, this is from goal.com. Mandy sends off real Betts' surf heavy defeated golf. This is I think Gately. This is in the African. So they did win 3-0 in their match. So once again, this is from goal.com. Go to goal.com. Okay, let's see. This is from the Star. Let's see what this is about. I'm gonna see if we can get rid of those ad block ads before we start. We'll do that, and we'll get rid of the ads, the ad blockers, and we'll look at the articles. So the articles on the screen, full screen. So once again, you'll see it. Okay, Maple Leafs could be the next Lightning. Tampa Bay did win the Stanley Cup, so once again, congratulations to them. I think Toronto will be that team in the near future, being that championship team. They most likely will be like the Tampa Bay Lightning, so I think that's going to be imperative right there. So if they can build up, I think they'll be once again they'll have a bright future ahead of them. So look out for the Toronto Maple Leafs and their play. This is from the Star. Go, you can follow them at the Star. Dave Feschuk is the author. Okay, let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay. Okay, this is from Fox Sports. Ballard leads Reds. Rotation against the Braves. Powerful lineup. Yeah. So this is from, once again, Fox Sports. Go to Fox Sports. So I think Trevor Bauer will throw his first pitch against the Cincinnati. That will be against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves. I think they're going to be a force in the MLB playoffs. So once they get into the divisional round, stuff like that. So I think that's going to be imperative right there. So once again, this is from Fox Sports. Go to foxsports.com. And we'll switch it out and see what else we'll discuss. Okay, this is from Yahoo Sports. Marcellus Wiley reacts to Clippers moving from Doc Rivers. So let's play this video. So we'll play Doc Rivers. We'll play this Marcellus Wiley.
I know. Oh God, I hate to be this guy, but
be honest.
I was raised by honest people. Doc Rivers. Woo, you can't be Doc Rivers and coach this team any further. Obviously, from the phone call, sound like nobody had his back anyway. So let me say what happened on those same phone calls. Talking to a Kawhi and Paul George, even though, damn you, Kawhi, shooting 33% from three, your worst in your career. Damn you, Paul George, shooting under 40% from the field. You can't defend Doc Rivers. But you know in the game, you can't fire all the players.
That's true.
So you need a scapegoat. You got to fire the coach. I have suffered not once, but twice from expectations and being up 3-1 with those expectations in second round series for the Clippers. And Doc Rivers lost both of those. 2 errors. You can't lose 2 errors of players. Like Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, Lob City. Up 3-1. What had happened was... Okay, so...
See, what had happened was...
Right, and all those names, are any on this team? So they are...
I'll be honest with you. Look, I think Doc Rivers will get another job. I think he will be with either Philadelphia, Pelicans. I hope he does come here in New Orleans, because he can build this team up and get this team back into the playoffs. I think that should happen if we get him. If we get Doc Rivers, I think it would be a great investment to the new to our lineup, like Drew Holiday, JJ Redick, let's see, Alonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. So I think it's going to be an imperative lineup. I think they would accept having Doc Rivers here if we can get him. If we can pay the money to get Doc Rivers. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. That's yahoosports.com. Okay, what else we'll discuss? Okay, let's see. Let's get this up on the screen. Okay, this is from NHL.com. NHL postseason bubble successful because of everybody bought into it. I think it's good. To be honest with you, the NHL bubble also worked. I mean, it could work in any league, just like if it's college football. It'll work in that league as well. But the truth of the matter is, the NHL had a lot of money and stuff like that, and they have TV contracts and stuff like that. So I think it will. I think it will work in the near future. To be honest with you, for the bubble. So once again, this is from NHL.com. Go to NHL.com. Okay, Bill Belichick offers optimism outlook on the Patriots. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, yeah, New England, look, they sometimes they right now they're just absolutely in the dumper right now. But I think they'll get back on solid ground. The New England Patriots. They're not going to be done for this year. They're absolutely not going to be done. So I think, to be honest with you, I think it's very imperative that they can bounce back with some wins and stuff like that. Cam Newton, look, he's not that bad of a quarterback. Look, he can run, he can throw. So that's one thing about it. When you have Cam Newton with the New England Patriots. So once again, this is from Messin. Go to Messin.com. Okay, we'll give you a scoreboard update. Let's go ahead and give you an MLB scoreboard update. Okay, let's give you that update now. Okay, once again, the Yankees up 5-2. So Yankees is up 5-2 in that game right now. Yankees up 5-2. Top of the fifth. That's going on right now in Cleveland. So that's in Cleveland right now. It is 5-2 in that game. So we'll go to some more sports headlines. Let's do that. Okay, let's let's do this one. Okay, UEFA Championship League full list of qualifying schedule. So let me get this off the screen. Apologize for that. I know it's a recording, but we're going to get it off the screen anyway so you can see it better. Okay, UEFA League championship full qualifying schedule, playoff schedule. So we're going to show you those right now. If you, we're not. This is recording. So Premier. Let's go through that full list. This is the UEFA's. This is the list right here. The champion winner. That's in the in UEFA. Also, these are your that the participants right here in the UEFA. Mark your calendar. Thursday, October 1st, will be 32 clubs will be split up into 8 groups of 4. So that's going to be into 4s. So for the playoff in UEFA. So also. The group stages will get underway Thursday, October 20th, and Wednesday, October 21st. Each team will be in 3 groups. Opponents, 6 games in total, 1 home, 1 away. Group stages will come close to December 8th and December 9th. So they will, that will be on December 8th. They will end in December 9th. So once again, this is from CBS Sports Soccer. Go to cbssports.com. So it looks like we got about 15 minutes left. in our podcast. So we'll go ahead and go over some more news headlines. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is from NBC Sports in the Bay Area. NBC Sports Bay Area. Warriors Draymond Green issue with Lakers and Heat. Final predictions is what they're talking about. So Draymond Green has a concern about the Lakers and Heat. His prediction is not going to make Warriors fans happy as much as I love Miami has done in the bubble. LeBron and Anthony is too much to handle. So Draymond Green told the New York Times, Mark Stein, the three-time champion, has the Lakers beating the former Warrior Andre Iguodala in 6 games. So I look at it this way. I think it will come down to 6 games. I absolutely think it will. I think it will come down to 6 games. I think it might be the Lakers. I know it's going to piss off a lot of Heat fans, but the truth of the matter is, look, I think the Lakers will be primed and ready because they got some good lineups. They got Davis. They got LeBron James. They also got Kyle Kuzma. They got Alex Caruso and many more. So I think they're going to be stacked and loaded. So don't not taking anything away from Miami, but the truth of the matter is, I think it's going to go to 6 games. So that's probably going to happen. That'd be my prediction for this for the NBA playoffs. So once again, this is from NBC Sports in the Bay Area. Go to NBC Sports in Bay Area. We'll go over to Crescent City Sports. We'll talk. Let's go over to the Crescent City Sports. Okay. This is from Les East. Les East Saints. Saints making things too hard for themselves. Too easy for opponents. Yeah, I think they are. I think they're absolutely doing it. So we'll hear from Les East.
Gentleman, that's been
so I think it is imperative that the Saints get better on defense because look, they haven't played no defense last Sunday night against the Packers because they let Aaron Rodgers just throw all over the field. So I'll be honest with you, I think right now we're 1-2 right now. We're gonna have to get a lot better this week versus Detroit. If we let Detroit come in here and beat us, guess what? That's reason why, because the defense was not making plays. So I'm looking to see if they're going to make plays this week versus the Detroit Lions. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. I will play the video, but it's 42 minutes. We might run out of time. We are doing 50 minutes tonight, so we are. Let's go over to this one. Okay, rough start does not mean LSU will not get better. Yeah, I think LSU will get better come Vanderbilt game because look, giving up over 600 yards. To that quarterback KJ Costello and stuff like that. The truth of the matter is this defense has to get better because they gave up big plays in that game versus Mississippi State. And that's only the first game. I mean, I know a lot of LSU fans were just ready to commit suicide. That was just the thing about that. They was ready to commit suicide, but the truth of the matter is, this is only one game, folks. One game. Look, LSU defense, look, they got to get better. I mean, bar none. Because if you let Seals throw that football, he's going to burn you in an instant. So I'm looking to see if this defense can get better versus Vanderbilt. Because last time they played up in Nashville, it was just an absolute shootout. LSU had to score. It was 66-35. Look, that game right there, I'll be honest with you, it was an absolute just shootout between those two individual teams. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. Also, high school football starts up this Friday. Catholic, Carr, St. James, LCA, OCS, top of the preseason rankings. So, yeah, I think it's absolutely ostensible for them to be in the preseason rankings. So, once again, this is the 5A rankings right here from Crescent City Sports. You have Catholic in 5A, John Curtis, West Monroe. So, definitely West Monroe most likely will be that team in the playoffs. Also, Acadiana, Zachary, Rumble, Destrehan, East Ascension. And look at all these 10 teams right here in 5A. Look, one of these teams will make the state championship. One of these teams will make the state championship. So that's just my take on it. Also in 4A, you have Carr, St. Thomas More, Warren Easton, Neville, Lakeshore, Evangel Christian, Cameron Crowe, Bastrop. Bastrop definitely going to be in that conversation. And also Westgate and also Brobridge. Now in Class 3A, we're going to go through the Class 3A. St. James, De La Salle, ULAB, Sterleton, Madison Prep, McDonald 35, Jennings, Parkview Baptist, Union Parish, and Booker T. Washington. So definitely Booker T. Washington will be in that conversation. That's other teams to watch out for. Bell Chase in the now in Class 2A, you have Lafayette Christian, Notre Dame, Faraday, St. Charles Catholic, Catholic New Iberia, Manning, Meat. So Meat will most likely always be that contender in the playoffs. Now the other teams to watch out for are on the screen. Also, Kentwood and Newman. Now in Class 1A, this is another one. In Class 1A, this is a Class 1A. Wachita Christian, Oak Grove, Calvary Baptist, Logansport, Catholic, Point Capee, Southern Lab, West St. John, Haynesville, Vermilion Catholic, and Wachita Catholic. Opelousas Catholics means Opelousas. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. So once again, prep football will be in full force this coming Friday even. Okay, let's go ahead and give you once again, change of scenery gave DJ Romerio a career big league boost. So I think good luck to DJ LeMahieu, former LSU star. So I think he's going to make big significant impacts in their playoff. This is from Richard CUICCHI. So once again, he's a baseball historian. Follow him at he's at Crescent City Sports. So pretty good analysis from this person right here. So once again, that's Crescent City Sports. We're about 4 minutes in, so we'll just go ahead and go over some Twitter. So I'm going to go over some Twitter stuff. So in the next for the next 4 minutes, we'll go over some Twitter. Okay, some Twitter feeds. Okay, Coach Joseph talking about it's amazing how no one wants this job Monday through Thursday. That's Coach Joseph. Follow him at also Isaac talking about I couldn't let the Marlins down. So that's what he's talking about. That's in statement game. So once again, please, if you have a chance, please sign up for statement games. If you have the app, you can do that through the app. It's a pretty good fantasy game. That's what Marco, follow him at Statement Games. I think it's a good investment. Also, okay, this is from Sports Nation Ohio. Yankee fans will bring down the earth when the Browns beat the Cowboys on Sunday. So that's what they're talking about. So yeah. Also, LGR basketball in-depth look at Kinsley Scott. She's from East Everville. This is a young lady. She's going to be highly touted by some D1 schools, stuff like that. So once again, this young lady from East Everville. So we'll scroll down. Okay. Okay. Fangraphs baseball. Shane Bieber may be out for tonight's games. That's what they're talking about. This is their chat room. Follow them at blog.fangraphs.com. Also, okay, Roger Glenn, follow me live this Friday night. I'll be covering Pope John Paul and Thomas Jefferson for the original Prep Football Roundup. So once again, we will have Prep Football Roundup. We'll have the in-game audio in-game reports via 106.1. So we will have that this year. So we will have audio in-game reports from there in conjunction with our show, Friday Night High School Football Show. That will be this Friday night. We will have the Chalmette versus Holy Cross game, but also we'll have the Friday Night High School Football Show as well. That will be this Friday night. Please come in. We will be on Sportscaster. So once again, follow Roger Glenn. That's once again, that's a reporter. We will be following him. We want to know what's going on in those games. Okay, this is from Joe Sherman against Bieber. Every Yankees reached successfully. So that's what they're talking about in these Twitters. Also, this is from Chad Washington. Follow him at Chad D. Washington. This is in Fort Ben Marshall game. That's in volleyball. So once again, these young ladies showing off their talent. So once again, thanks for joining us tonight on this podcast. We will have this uploaded to YouTube. So everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday evening. We'll be back again tomorrow for Sports Talk with Carol Meyer Show. Back on StreamYard. And then we'll also have the Saints preview on StreamYard as well. And also Sportscaster. Everybody have a good evening.